Hey, boys and girls. Welcome to week 6 of writing with Lake Forest Elementary School. This is Miss Feldwebel that's going to be teaching you writing this week. So I just wanted to start off with reviewing the type of writing that we've been talking about. So we've been talking about informational writing, and informational writing is exactly like it says. It tells you information, okay? You worked on this a bit with Miss Mingus. I think you guys did the butterfly, and you talked about parts of a butterfly, and you labeled the butterfly, and you discussed the life cycle of the butterfly. So there's a lot of things that you can learn or research before you start to write and draw your pictures. So in this lesson today, we're going to be talking about doing a little bit of research about a topic, and then we're going to work on our illustrations, okay? So let's start with our learning target first. My turn, then your turn. Are you ready? All right, here we go. I can, very good, use information, that's a big word, to draw about animals I know. Very good. Thank you for following along with my red pointer here. So the animal I chose for this week, I thought it'd be neat to do all about frogs, because we actually have talked a little bit about frogs with Miss Cleveland, or maybe before we get out on our little break here. And we talked about the life cycle of different animals, life cycle of frogs, life cycle of a fish, like life cycle of a chicken, life cycle of a butterfly. Everything living has a life cycle, including plants as well. So I thought we could talk about life cycles, or not life cycles, sorry. I thought we could talk about frogs today. So what we want to do first is do a little bit of research. I found a really cool video on YouTube from Harry Kindergarten, another one of my faves, called Froggy Froggy. So it tells you a little bit about the life cycle of a frog, and it shows you some great pictures of frogs. There's lots of ways to do research. You can go on the internet, you can look in a book, you can watch a video. I just picked a few ways that we can do some research today before we start doing our illustration about frogs, okay, for our writing topic. So let's listen to the video first. Here we go.
Froggy, froggy in the stream. Froggy, froggy in the tree. The life cycle just goes on and on. Now listen to my froggy song. The froggy life cycle goes like this. Four unique stages of metamorphosis. Stage 1 is a bunch of eggs in a pot. When they stick all together, they call it egg spawn. Stage 2 is the tadpole hatch from the egg. But you gotta look closely, cause he's got no legs. At first, this guy is more like a fish, breathing with gills, just watch him swim. Stage 3 is the tadpole with some legs. Then we go to stage 4, where he's a full-fledged adult frog. Check out his webby feet. This helps him to swim when he's in the stream. Check out his legs, he's a really good leaper. When it comes to bugs, he's a really good eater. He does not breathe like he did when he was young. Instead, he breathes with a pair of lungs. Froggy, froggy in the stream. Froggy, froggy in the tree. The life cycle just goes on and on. Now listen to my froggy song. The answer everybody wants to know. What is the difference between frogs and toads? Both of them live a double life, sometime on land, but they also might spend time in the water. Just watch them jump in. This double life makes them amphibians. Land is where toads would rather be, but if you're a frog, you prefer the creek. Hey, there's other differences that I spy. Frogs are slimy, toads are dry. A few more facts about these guys. Some use the color as a disguise. That's camouflage. The sound they make you really can't miss. Froggy, froggy in the stream. Froggy, froggy in the tree. The life cycle just goes on and on. Now listen to my froggy song.
All right, that was a good one. So we learned a lot of different things by listening to that video. I heard a lot of really big words like amphibians. are the type of animals that they are. I heard another word like camouflage. Camouflage, we've actually talked about in my class before. I'm not sure if everyone else has heard that word, but camouflage is when you can blend in with your surroundings so that no one can see you. So some animals have camouflage. If you've ever seen a frog outside in nature, you might have noticed that too. You might have noticed that the froggies kind of blend in with the grass or the trees or the pond. A lot of times I've almost stepped on froggies before because they're so camouflaged. So before we get into looking at our diagram as well, I want you guys to pay attention to something really important we talked about back when we were in school. We've been studying learner profiles of how we can be better people and be more open-minded and be more knowledgeable is the one we're going to talk about this week. So this is a perfect topic, informational writing, for being knowledgeable. Because when you're knowledgeable, that means you know a lot about all kinds of different things. So when you're in school, you learn a lot of different things about a lot of different topics, and it makes you more knowledgeable, right? So when you're doing informational writing and you're learning new things about frogs, like they have camouflage and they're amphibians, it is making you more knowledgeable. And when you do research, like I found that video, that song, and then I found this really cool diagram, it makes me more knowledgeable as well because it allows you to learn more about topics you might be interested in. Okay. So let's see how we can show that we're knowledgeable by writing about the frog or all the different things we know about a frog. Okay. So I have a diagram here that I found from the internet. And I wanted to show you guys, we can label this frog and all the different parts that it has. Okay. So here, let's see if I got my clicker. Whoop, there we go. Number 1 says belly. Where do you think the belly is? Touch where you think the belly is. Very good. This is where the belly is. That's number 1. Number 2 says eye. Where is the eye of the frog? Good. If you touch this bubble, you were right. Number 3 says eardrum. Eardrum. Where do you think the eardrum is? No, I don't think it's on the top of the head. No, that looks like its nose. There it is over here. This is the eardrum. Number 4 says head. Where do you think the head of the frog is? Very good. Right up here up top, right? Right, number 4. Whoop. And number 5 says legs. Where are the legs of the frog? Oh, now this is tricky. We have one pointing here and one pointing here. You're right. This is the legs, right? And then these are do you remember from the video? Webbed feet. That's right. So legs, number 5 is down here. And number 6 says mouth. Where's the mouth? Very good. Here's the mouth. This line over here. Ooh, that was ugly 6. Sorry, guys. Let me fix that. So silly. And number 7 says nostril. Their nostrils are right here. It's kind of like their nose. They don't have a nose. They just have, oopsies. Let's erase that. I did that one wrong. Sorry, guys. Erase. There we go. Let's try that again. Number 7. And number 8 says webbed feet. And that's the very last one. Good job. So the webbed feet help them be able to swim through the water better, right? Very good. All right, so what I want you to think about when you are drawing a picture to teach someone, let's clear the page there. There we go. When you're drawing a picture to teach someone, you want to make sure that it has labels. This is a skill we talked about when we were back in school and we were talking about all of our different strategies and how to be a good writer and how to do really great illustrations. We learned that each picture that we draw has labels to help teach us, right? So we want to make sure that we're labeling our pictures in some way. Another thing when we're thinking about illustrations, now that we've kind of done a good amount of research with what frogs look like, and the environment they live in, things like that, the life cycle, how they grow, You also want to make sure you make your story beautiful. Now, this is not going to tell a story, this is more teaching, but still you want to make your illustration beautiful. So you want to try to draw the best you can, use real colors, things like that. So we're going to practice this together in just a minute with the teacher, okay? All right. So now this is my attempt. I tried my very best, and that's all we want you guys to do is just try your best to illustrate a frog and to label it and to put it in a setting as well to make sure that my illustration looks real and it can teach someone something, okay? So let's see how knowledgeable Miss Felvable is about a frog. Here we go. Hi, everyone. Today we are going to be doing a writing lesson. This is Miss Felvable. Just in case you couldn't recognize my voice, I've typically been doing some reading lessons with you all, boys and girls. But this week we're going to do a writing lesson together. And I'm really excited to do a writing lesson because I haven't done one in a while. So I'm excited to work with you guys with our writing lesson. So as you saw in the presentation, we listened to a song all about what? Frogs, that's right. We listened to a song all about frogs, and then we looked at some diagrams of frogs that I found from the internet. So a good way when you're writing an informational piece or you're writing something informational for someone to read, you want to do a little bit of research before you do that. So you might want to go on the internet, listen to a song, look at some pictures. Often pictures can help us learn. So I did some research beforehand to learn a little bit about what frogs look like, body parts that we can label, things that they might do or how they grow. And then I sat down with my piece of paper. Now you don't need a piece of paper like this. You don't have to have these words here because you can pause the video, hit pause, and then you can copy some of these words from the word bank or from what I do in my picture, and then the other video from what I do with my writing, okay? So you can always copy doing that, but you can use any kind of paper. You can just use a blank piece of paper and draw your own box if you want. You can use a different line piece of paper if you have some at home. Any kind of paper will do, okay? You use what you have. And then make sure you get out your supplies. Ooh. So Miss Felvable loves colors. You guys know that. I have my markers. I have a pencil to write with. Here's my pencil. I have some markers because when Miss Felvable writes, I don't know if your teachers do this too, but I like to use a dark marker so that everyone can see what I'm doing really well. If I use a pencil, that's how we teach you guys to use a pencil, right? If I use a pencil, sometimes you can't see it very well and see how I'm labeling. So I recommend that you use a pencil just in case you make a little mistake and go whoopsies and fix it, right? But I'm going to use a marker today just so that you can see my writing really well. And then you also want some colors. Some of you might like to color with crayons. Some of you might like to color with markers. Whatever you have in your house. Some of you might like to color. I have these too. Pencil. So whatever you have, you go ahead and get out what you have. And you can pause the video now if you want to do it along with me. You can just pause this video. Go get your pencil, your markers, or your crayons, and a piece of paper, and then you can do it with me if you want. Or if you want to do this later, you can just go back and watch this later when you're ready. Okay? Everybody ready? Thumbs up? All right. Okay, so the first thing we always want to start off with is our what? What does this say right here? And this is a magic E word. Magic E. Name. So we always want to start off with our name, okay? So I'm going to write my first name. And I want to go slow and do my very best. Monkey tail. Two. Who can guess what my first name is? Anybody know? Can you guess what it is? Megan. My first name is Megan. So I like to write my first name because that's what you boys and girls do. You write your first name. So I'm going to write my first name, Megan. So now that I have my name on my paper, what we're going to be working on in this video is our illustrations. Now, if you remember, illustrations are what? pictures, right? It's the pictures we draw. And we always want to have an illustration with our writing to make our writing more interesting and to help teach the reader. Whoever's reading our writing will want to learn something, right? If it's informational, because we're giving them information. So I have a really cool idea bank over here. I don't have to use all of them, but they're really great ideas. Let's see if we can use our eagle eye. That's right. Use your eagle eye, look at the picture, and then let's use lips of fish and stretchy snake to stretch out our sounds. Let's give it a try. Look at that picture. Now let's use our sounds. Frog. Frog. That's a picture of a frog, and that's the word frog. The reason why we have pictures to go with these words are to help you guys read the words, because we're still in kindergarten, right? We're about to be in first grade. Get ready. But even in kindergarten and first grade, we use pictures to help us read, okay? So that's the word frog. These look like colors. Colors. Could this word be colors? No. It's the word green, because frogs are green. That's a cool one. We learned about this when we learned about the life cycle of a frog with Miss Cleveland. Tad. Chunk it up. Pole. Magic keyword. Ooh. Tadpole. So we know that when frogs are little, when they're first hatch out of the egg, they are tadpoles. And the last word, this is a C word. Hop. Ooh, and we know that frogs can hop. Very good. So now I'm going to get started with my illustration. I want to draw a picture of a frog because we are talking all about frogs and what to write about frogs. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyes, okay? I'm going to try my best. If it's not perfect, is that okay? Yes, of course it's okay. Sometimes my drawings look a little crazy cuckoo. And that's okay, because I just try my best, guys. Whoop. Okay, so there's my eyes. There's the little eyeballs. There we go. So now after you draw the eyes, you can come out here and do a little hump. And do a little hump. Take a big letter N stretched out. Okay? And then we want to draw the face. So we come all the way around, all the way up. Kind of like a half circle. Okay? And stop when you get to the top. All right? And then I like to draw some little spots on my froggy. Now remember, I am using my example, and it's okay to look at pictures. It's okay. Check me out. Look at that. I'm trying my best, guys. It's okay to use pictures. It's okay if you want to do a different kind of frog and you want to look it up on the internet, you can do that too. And then I'm going to give my little froggy a happy face. Although I don't think frogs can really smile, can they? No. But I'm going to put a smile on my froggy because I'm happy today. All right. So, oh dear. This is the hard part, guys. So here's the body. 2 lines down. Okay? I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best. 2 more lines down for the inside of the body. And then here we're going to put the little froggy arms. Are you ready? I'm going to try my best. 1, 2, 3. That looks quite interesting. All right, let's try the other froggy arm, okay? And see, this is why it's better to have a pencil, just because if your froggy looks kind of crazy, you can fix it. I cannot fix it. I only get 1 shot. All right, so the line on the bottom closes your froggy's body, okay? So 2 arms. And then we have some back legs here. So the back legs kind of go up and then down. And we have a little crease so it can move. And then it goes bump. Okay, I tried my best. And then we gotta make it match on the other side. So you come hump down, and then come out, bump, all the way in. Oh, my doggies want in. No, you can't come in. I'm drawing. All right. So there's my froggy. Now, what I noticed that the picture was missing in our example is we don't really have a setting. And I know froggies are green, and froggies can hop. So, I know they like to hop on lily pads. I'm going to try my best. I try my best to draw a lily pad. Now, if you don't know how to draw a lily pad, it might be best to look up a picture. There's small lily pads. There's big lily pads. Okay. I tried, guys. I know frogs like to hop outside. So the only way you can know that I'm outside is if I draw a sun. Very good. Got my lily pads. Have my sun. I also know that frogs like to be in ponds. How can I draw my pond around this froggy? Maybe I'll just go like this. Remember, we have to be creative, friends, okay? Try your very best. Whoop, now he's in the water. Wow. Here we go. And then sometimes when you're at the pond, there's these little pieces of you know what that is? Grass. Very good. Did you get it from my letter sound? Was that a good clue? All right. So I think that's enough details for now. Ooh, and you know what else I wanted to do? Let's see if I can fit it in here. I wanted to make a speech bubble. Usually, we only have speech bubbles when we're writing a narrative story. But I can hop. I want you to know that this froggy can hop. So I gave him a little speech bubble and I can hop. So that's teaching you that froggies hop and they live in the water. Okay, so now I'm going to change my marker color because I really want my labels to stand out so you boys and girls can see them, okay? So I'm going to label with the first letter of each word just to help me later when I'm writing, okay? So this is grass. Write the letter G. This is a lily pad. This is a lily pad. This is a frog. Very good. And you can write the whole word if you want. I'm just going to write the first letter. This is a pond or water. Right, P for pond. Because usually you find froggies by the ponds. I learned that from my video as well. And this is the sun. All right? So then what I want you to do is go back and color. Make it beautiful. The sun is what color? Yellow. Very good. The sun is yellow. What color is water in a pond? What color is water in a pond? Blue. Very good. You got it right. So I'm going to put my water. This is a different kind of blue. We want to take our time, make sure we're using real colors, and we're trying our very best. I know some of us will make our ponds pink or something crazy or purple. But we know ponds are not pink or purple. Ponds are usually blue. Sometimes the water might be a little greeny from the scum in the water. You can make a little green in here if you wanted to. This blue is kind of like a indigo blue. It's a little bit different blue. Oopsies, gotta go around here. Don't forget this part of the pond. All right. And then, oops, he's sitting in a little bit of water. That's okay, though. Froggies like water. Most of them. Not all of them. All right. Now, lily pads. What color are lily pads? Yeah, green. Usually, you see most lily pads are green. They can vary in color. You can have a little yellow in a lily pad. The sun got to it a lot. All right, lily pads. And, I want to make my speech bubble this color. So my words stick out. Now that would have been a good color for my water, huh? This is a good one. All right. And last but not least, my froggy, La Rana. I'm going to make my froggy. You make your froggy whatever color you want. There are a lot, well, not whatever color, whatever shade of greens. There are a lot of different color froggies. The froggies we're learning about today and the ones I looked up are shades of green. So you can do any shade of green, a dark green like this. You can do a light green, whatever greens you have in your house. And always try your best. Color inside the lines. That's when we know we really tried our very best. And people are going to look at it and go, wow, I want to read that story. Okay? And then we're all done. Usually Froggy's eyes aren't green as well, so we're going to leave the Froggy's eyes white. Okay? So that is my picture, my illustration of my Froggy. You can tell by looking at my illustration that my Froggy is green. It can hop. 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 It Ooh, and it likes lily pads because sometimes they hop on lily pads. This froggy's really big. I think I drew mine too big, but I wanted you to be able to see really well. And that they live in a pond or near ponds by grass, lily pads, and they like sun. They like to be outside. Okay, they like to bask in the sun. So I want you to try this, boys and girls. See if you can pause this video and try to copy me. Don't forget to label your picture and draw lots of details. If you want to draw more details, go for it. We'd love to see that, okay? All right, good luck, and I can't wait to see your posts of your illustrations for writing. All right, boys and girls. So now it is your turn. I want you to draw a picture of a frog. Label your frog. So you can label the parts if you want, or you can label your story like Miss Felvable did. That you have options. Whatever one you feel like doing, you can label the frog, or you can label the entire picture that you drew. And then add details to your picture. So do you see here, this is another example of someone that drew a picture of a frog and their environment, and they did a great job. Oh, their lily pads look a lot cooler than mine. Look at those. So add details to your picture and label your details, and then color your picture with real colors, okay? So this is the end example here, boom, of mine. So you can look at it. So if you want, you can go ahead and pause the video and try to copy Miss Felvable, or you could go back and watch the video as I talk you through it if you need a little more help, okay? All right, good luck, and I can't wait to see your posts of your awesome frog pictures, your illustrations. Our next video for writing will be about writing our sentences. So make sure you wait on writing your sentences because we're going to do that together on our next writing video. All right, bye-bye.